The tour group was standing in front of a large case filled with books. "How unusual," said Rachel. "That child is wearing a frilly baby bonnet." "This is our collection of books about weatherberries," said the librarian. "Some of these titles are over 200 years old. They are rare. They are so rare that these are the only copies left in the world." He turned to look at his group and jumped in surprise. "Good heavens, that bonnet is from our costumes collection," he said. "You should
I'm
not
here.
you should not be you should not be wearing that, young man. Please give it back." "Shan't," the child snapped in a squawking voice. The fairies exchanged looks of alarm. "That is the goblin," cried Jude, "and he is standing next to the books." Said Rachel. The goblin raised his hand, and the fairies saw the magical bookmark sparkling. "If he muddles those books up roughly, they will be ruined," Kirsty exclaimed. "Can't he see how special they are?" "That gives me an idea," said Rachel. "If he cannot see them, he cannot harm them. Jude, turn out the lights." Jude waved to her wand, and instantly the museum went dark. The fairies felt for each other's hands. "Good heavens," said the librarian again. "We must have a power cut." "Let me out of here," wailed the goblin. "I am scared of the dark." There were a few cries and yelps of surprise. "I bet he is pushing people out of the way. He trying to reach for the door," said Kirsty. "Thank goodness he didn't get to those books. Let us fly back out and stop him as he leaves." "But how?" asked Rachel. "It is pitch black and I cannot see my own hands." "We will never find the way out." In the darkness, Jude whispered the words of a spell. At once the tip of her wand glowed with a blue-green light. "Come on," she whispered. They flew back up through the cracks into the roof space, and then through the broken tiles and into the sunlight. Smiling, Jude blew on the tip of her wand, and the light went out like a candle. Kirsty already zooming towards the museum door. It burst open, and the goblin stumbled out. "You pesky fairies," he screeched, when he saw them flying towards him. "You have spoiled all my fun." Then he turned and sprinted away. Jude quickly turned the lights of the museum back on, and then the fairies chased after the goblin. Still in the frilly bonnet, he ran past the shoppers, past the park, up the hill, and into the woods behind Bramble's stables. "We will lose him in here," said Jude. "Oh no, he won't. We won't," Rachel promised. "Kirsty knows these woods." The fairies weaved between trees, with Kirsty in the lead. The dappled light made it hard to see clearly, but Kirsty often played in the woods, and she knew all the trees. As she flew past a young oak tree, she paused. "I have never noticed that branch before," she said. "It is a strange shape." The branch moved, and its leaves trembled. "That is not a branch at all," cried Kirsty. "That is the goblin."